Okay, you've made the big decision and you're ready to buy your first home. Here are the top things that people don't tell you before you make an offer. Find the right team. Now this will come as no surprise to you. As a real estate agent, I wanted to make sure that you find the right team to be in your corner before you buy your first house. That means you need a knowledgeable, experienced professional not only to help you look at homes and write the offer, but guess what? Take some recommendations on the lender and the title company that you're using as well. You want to make sure that you have somebody who's going to keep the process smooth and stress-free. Have your money ready. Okay, this is one that I've harped on many times in the past. You need to make sure you know about your money before you ever set foot inside of a door. Now, that doesn't only mean you need to talk to a lender to find out how much you can afford in a house payment and how much it's going to be able to be purchased for, but you also need to know the additional costs that can be associated with buying a home. Closing costs are going to be something that you need to take a look at. And if you don't have the money in your pocket, you need to know how we're going to negotiate before we write it up. Focus on the important things. Alright, everybody knows exactly what people really tend to look at when they're looking at a house. Carpet, paint, countertops, those are all things that might play into it, but you really need to focus on the important stuff. Is the house structurally sound? Is there potential that maybe the price is right, that you can make some small improvements and really build your equity? Make sure you have somebody who knows all the answers to these questions when you're looking at a house, because you might be able to find a hidden gem that other people are passing by. Think about the future. Hey, let's focus on the present and be in the moment. We're buying our first house, right? Well, yeah, but to some extent you need to think about the future as well. Let's consider all the facts here. 1, if you're buying a house now and it's your first home, good chance you're going to be moving at some point in the future. 2, a lot of unexpected things can happen to you. You need to make sure that you're buying a home that has the option to be sold down the road and not put you in a position that's going to make it any more difficult than it needs to be. Think about the hidden costs. You might be thinking I'm talking about closing costs on this one still, but I'm actually talking about all the other hidden costs that are associated with buying a home. If you're getting a new home, you're probably going to want new furniture, new dishes, other things that are going to cost you money. Make sure you factor all of those things in prior to making an offer, because you don't want to run through all your savings on your down payment to find out that you don't have a couch to sit on or a bed to sleep in. Consider investment properties. So here's one that's not often discussed, and to be quite honest with you, I even overlook it many times. If you're looking at buying your first house, an investment property may be a good option. Did you know that duplexes are able to be purchased with FHA financing? That means you can put as little as 3.5% down at the closing, and you have the option to move somebody into the other unit to make your payment for you. Be ready to react. Alright, I'm going to hammer this one home again. This is why it's important to have your team ready with a professional, experienced agent as well as a good lender and title company all in your pocket on the front end, because we're in a limited inventory market and you need to be able to react as quickly as possible, because there's a good chance you might be competing against another buyer. If you've got your stuff ready to go, you can write that offer nice and strong and have a potential to beat out somebody else who hasn't followed these steps. Hey, thanks for checking out the Aaron Advantage. As always, there's a link in the description on this video with additional points that I found in the article where I got this information. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel and stay up to date with everything I post.